Welcome to our tutorial on using Trello, one of the most popular time and team management platforms. Today, we'll be walking you through the key features of Trello and how you can use it to manage your tasks and projects effectively. Let's start by creating a new board. A board in Trello represents a project or workspace where you can organize all your tasks. To create a new board, click on the Create Board button. Enter a name for your board and choose a background color that you like. Then click Create. Now we have our board with default lists created. Lists in Trello are columns that help you organize tasks into different stages, such as to do, doing and done. Now, we will add another list. To add a list, click on Add Another List and enter the name of the list. Repeat this step to create more additional lists, if needed. Cards are individual tasks or items within a list. You can move them between lists to show progress. To add a card, click Add a Card under the To-Do list and enter the name of your task. You can click on the card to open it. Here, you can add detailed descriptions, checklists, due dates, attachments, and comments. Let's add a description and a checklist to this task. For example, let's say this task involves preparing a report. We can add a description and checklist items such as research, draft, and review. Labels help categorize cards, making it easy to filter and find tasks. You can add labels by clicking on labels and choosing the colors that represent different categories. Let's add a high priority label to this task. Next, you can set a due date by clicking Due Date and selecting the date from the calendar. This helps ensure tasks are completed on time. You can assign tasks to team members to ensure accountability. To do this, click Members and select the team member you want to assign the task to. Trello integrates with many other tools and apps, enhancing its functionality. These integrations are called power-ups. For example, you can add a calendar integration to view all your due dates in a calendar format. To do this, go to the Power-Ups menu, search for Calendar, and click Add. Now you can see all your tasks with due dates in a calendar view, making it easier to manage your schedule. Now that we've covered the basics, let's look at some of Trello's most useful features and tips on how to use them. Trello is equipped with a built-in automation tool. You can use it to automate repetitive tasks. For example, you can set a rule to automatically move a card to the next list when all checklist items are checked. To set this up, click on Automation, create a new rule, and define the trigger and action. If you have a standard process for projects, you can use a board template. This way, each time you start a new project, you can create a board from the template, instead of setting it up from scratch. Go to Templates on the Trello homepage, and start your board from a template. And that's a comprehensive overview of Trello's key features and some useful tips. With Trello, you can create boards, lists, and cards to organize your tasks. Use labels and checklists to categorize and track progress. Set due dates to stay on schedule, assign tasks to team members for accountability, and integrate with other tools to enhance your workflow. We hope this tutorial helps you get started with Trello. And now, we'll show you how to use Trello to manage a sales campaign for your ceramic cups. Let's get started. First, let's create a new board for our sales campaign. Click on the Create Board button, enter Ceramic Cups Sales Campaign as the board name, and choose a background color. Then click Create Board. Next, we'll set up lists to organize our tasks. We will add a new list to the following ones and name it on hold. These lists together will help track the progress of our sales campaign tasks. Now, let's add cards for each task we need to complete. Click Add a Card under the to-do list and enter the task name. For example, design marketing materials. Add more cards for other tasks such as create social media posts, contact influencers, set up online store, and launch campaign. Checklists help track subtasks within a card. Let's add a checklist to design marketing materials. Click Checklist, name it Design Steps, and add items, such as sketch designs, create digital files, and review and approve. Setting due dates helps ensure tasks are completed on time. Click Due Date and select a date for design marketing materials. Let's set it for next Friday. If you have team members, you can assign tasks to them. Let's integrate Trello with our calendar to keep track of deadlines. Go to the Power Ups menu, search for Calendar, and click Add. Now, we can see all our tasks with due dates in a calendar view. Labels help categorize tasks. Let's add labels to our cards. Click on Labels and choose colors for different priority levels. Let's add high priority to launch campaign. Use automation. Set rules like moving a card to the next list when all checklist items are checked. Click Automation. Create a new rule and define the trigger and action. That's how you can use Trello to manage your sales campaign for ceramic cups. Create boards, lists, and cards to organize your tasks. Use labels and checklists to categorize and track progress. Set due dates to stay on schedule. And assign tasks to team members for accountability. We hope this tutorial helps you get started with Trello. Thank you for watching. And good luck with your sales campaign. For more tips and tutorials, visit our website or contact us directly. See you next time.